video me and Brill just got done watching our
What did
shop talk.
Brill say? What did Brill say?
He was like, "You really was mad, babe."
That's why I love Brill because
He said you was honest though. He said ain't shit, ain't he know I ain't nothing a lie that I said.
yeah, no, oh, I believe that.
I could tell you was mad. I could tell Brill don't say shit. He hate messy shit.
I know, but I love that he just love you for you. You know what I'm saying? Like he could really tell you, like, babe, you was wrong, but I fuck with you though. I ain't gonna let nobody ever say no shit about you. But babe, you need to chill. Like that's why I love him. He's so real.
Last night I got drunk and hungover and I threw up, right? He took his shirt off and gave it to me so I could.
Oh,
That's my motherfucking nigga, dog.
Period.
But okay. Hey y'all.
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
Which candles you lighting today? I only lit 2.
I'm lighting them all. Okay, I need to read
it all. You need it all. Okay.
I need it all. Y'all, listen, let me tell y'all something.
Prosperity and abundance.
I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. First of all, excuse my attire today, okay? Y'all getting the real raw us, okay? This is Sunday. I have had a hard week, and I'm going to relax. I didn't feel like doing no makeup today. I didn't feel like doing none of that, okay? I need to realign myself, okay? I feel like we gave y'all a good premiere. That's the word I was looking for last time. We gave y'all a good premiere, okay?
Pilot.
Okay, you talking about pilot. Hey, listen, everybody talking about, that's what we were screaming, premiere. We gave y'all definitely a good premiere. We gave y'all, but listen, this is the unfair. Listen, y'all don't know. I'm a motherfucker, okay? Listen, and I'm about to let y'all know because I'm tired of people, okay? I'm tired of people. I'm tired of things, and that's the thing. All of us sometimes get so caught up in different things with people. And today, we're going to speak a little bit about how do we not let different situations, things, people bother our energy? How can we...
How to stay aligned, how to keep your chakras aligned.
How to keep it in line, how to stay in line. Like when you in line, you having a good day, you wake up, because that's the thing. Everybody don't vibrate on the same frequency that we vibrate on. We could be up. We done had the worst.
Keep a stone or 2 on your pocket and on your person at all times.
Listen, a couple stones. Listen, what they say, all you need is the side of a mustard seed. The mustard seed is smaller than this. So if you take this kind of stone and hang it on with you, you'll
be okay. It's absorbing something for you. It's helping. But no, really though, we couldn't even upload our real unrehearsed shop talk version that we had because I was real fucked up this week. I heard something and it knocked me all out of my chakra balancing, good vibes. So to the point where Risha seen it, Brill seen it, I felt it. And that's why I got real drunk.
Husband.
Oh, my husband seen it. Yeah, sorry. That's my husband, y'all. And he seen it. And he, I was real mad. I went on a binger last night. So I have at my cousin Sean's birthday party. We got real toasted. They had some Jungo juice, and I should have stayed away from the Jungo. But it was all because I was feeling some type of way. I wasn't feeling myself, okay? And it had me real unbalanced. And this we're gonna talk about how you look when somebody else, when you happy with yourself, nothing nobody else can do to you can make you mad. But if you're going through something and somebody do something to you, it burns you up, it knocks you off your square, you get their energy. It's because you letting them give you that bad energy. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta learn when everything is aligned with you, nobody is gonna be able to mess you up. You're gonna turn the other cheek like all the time, like nothing can knock you off your square. I let people knock me off my square to the point where it messed up our show. It messed up our second version, and I felt some type of way. So today I'm back. We back. In full effect. Okay, you see I was playing my singing ball before y'all even got here because I'm trying to go back to the roots. I'm trying to get back to the roots.
Listen, I got my ring in the way. Oh, Jesus. Okay. This how I know I'm not aligned. My singing ball ain't even singing.
You better talk to her. Beautiful music. Go slow.
We need to figure it out. Maybe my ring in the way or something. Then I got to get mine a little tap.
Give it a spit
I
start.
had to wake her up. I had to wake Serenity up. Do you hear me? I had to. She sleep, obviously. Sleeping.
Just feel these frequencies, everybody. I hope they get to your heart. I hope they reset your brain waves and get you ready for what we about to talk. I hope it helps clear our throat because we about to say something we don't want to stumble.
And I was just
I
about to
try
say,
to feel.
yeah, we gonna
Go ahead, Berisha. Pop it off.
go to this. That's something that I feel like I definitely need to work on. Your throat chakra is your voice, you speaking, and a lot of times we do not say how we truly feel.
No, we
Like
don't.
we be so afraid that we gonna hurt people's feelings, and I want people to start really, even for myself, like I want people not to take everything so personal when somebody say something that you don't agree with or that you don't like. Like, you know, a lot of us should be able to say some things to friends, family, without them getting upset. Like, because a lot of us don't know boundaries. We do not know any boundaries. And it's just like, once again, in this life we live in, especially with so much going on, everybody trying to stay aligned, keep their mental together, and
All,
huh?
all of that.
Yeah, all and it's just like what I might be doing to keep my sanity is not something that you might be doing. But that's okay though. But I don't want us to cross, you know, each other's boundaries. That's gonna keep us sane, because that's only going to create more of a negative energy. And it's gonna be another thing that I gotta work towards. Like, and we really need to start just respecting boundaries, okay? Respect people's boundaries.
And also learn how to take constructive criticism. So I know people got boundaries and stuff like that, but if somebody is telling you something that can possibly help make you better, something that you probably don't even realize about yourself,
Yeah.
take it and move on. If you don't know what to say, or if it hits you in the gut, like damn, a gut punch, then maybe it's true. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you gotta, don't get so offensive. Somebody told you, if somebody would tell me last night you drinking too much, you might need to slow down, I'd probably be like, you're right, let me tone it down. That probably would have kicked in like, yeah, you probably reached your limit. But everybody just loved me so much last night. I just was like, drink, drink, drink.
Yeah, because for one, when you drink, which we're not condoning drinking or whatever, nobody do this at home, okay? But when you just let loose and just be okay, because your mind be racing. I can't speak for nobody else, but I know I be racing 1,000 times a minute. Like,
Yes.
what I got to do for my life, what I got to do for myself. How can I be a better friend? How can I be a better partner? How can I be a better daughter? How can I be a better granddaughter? How can I be a better stylist? How can I be a better me? Shit. And you could think of all of those damn near 10 different things. You're going to think of 10 different things for those one things for you to do. So that's your mind running 1,000,000 miles a minute. So when you just relax and enjoy yourself, it makes you feel better. Like, I'm dedicating this now, like, to at least once a week that I'm doing something to reset myself for the next week. Like, and it's just really important. So, Mimi, don't apologize for you drinking. You needed to let all of that negative energy loose, okay?
I literally threw it up out of my body. It is not in me no
there no more.
You see how calm I am today? I am a new person. I just looked at our shop talk video. My face was just like this the whole time. Just like, soon as I just seen that, and I don't like that. I found out that bitches not liking me for no other reason than me being my unauthentic self. It brings out the worst in me. It makes me want to give a bitch a reason to hate me. And I don't even want nobody to hate me, because I'm not that person. Like, I'm not that person.
But we can't even be giving nobody a reason to even we can't give anybody a reason to be like, oh well, I don't like them. Like, sometimes you really have to just let that go. Like, you can't even be bothered with it. Like, why you don't like me is not my problem. Simple as that. Why you don't like me isn't my problem. If I didn't do anything to you, and once again, people be really hating you for the way that you the way that you can just get over things and how you
How
are.
fast you move, how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's always bitches saying like, oh, I don't like that bitch. She fuck with all the niggas or whatever like that. But just because she fuck with all the niggas don't mean she care about them. And you hate her because you be sucker stroking over them niggas. You be wanting to buy them niggas, love the niggas, marry the niggas, have babies with them. And she be like, up next, on to the next. And you hate her because how she carry herself, how she deal with people. Sometimes you just got to work on yourself. Everybody does do stuff different. We all operate on a different frequency. But at the end of the day, like, don't watch somebody so much that that's all you can talk about is them.
But we do. But if people really just really pay attention to more of themselves than other people, like, they wouldn't even have the time to worry about why they don't like them. Like, put all that energy into worrying about how much you can like you. Like, I think everybody should fall in love with them. Like, I think everybody that has ever been born in this lifetime, just whenever, has always had something that they did not like about themselves. No matter if it could have been just a small thing or a big thing. I think that we need to start learning how to fall in love with ourselves first, because, and I know it's a journey, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us see different people and see different things that they have and don't understand that they don't understand that, you know, it's a journey that you have to take with yourself to fall in love with the different things that you don't like. Because I feel like the key to changing things about yourself, before you change it, I think you should love it first. So
You
you
have
can
to
know.
accept it. You have to
Yeah.
accept how you are, you know what I'm saying? And then don't blame other people for how you are. You know, take accountability. That's from anything. Like, take accountability. Don't be like, my mama was this way, she got me fucked up. My daddy was this way, she got me fucked up. You learn those behaviors. Those were learned behaviors. And now it's time to reteach yourself. It's time to reset, rethink, relearn new behaviors. You know what I'm saying? Like, time to do it all over again. And every time something happens in your life, it's a lesson. It's time for you to recognize it, figure out what happened, where you went wrong, how to do it, what you did, and then you move on to the next one. Sometimes that same lesson might come again because you didn't quite pass it, or God just want to test you one more time just to make sure you really got it in you. You know what I'm saying? Like my situation, like, I'm a people person. I love hanging with girls, friends, everybody, you know what I'm saying? And I keep getting put in situations where people do something to me and don't like me, or it's always something said, or it turns into a messy situation. And I'm just like, I just was myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I keep getting in these situations? Now I'm still never gonna be a bitch that be like, oh, I don't fuck with bitches. I don't fuck with bitches. No, because I do. I love all you bitches. You know what I'm saying? I love all of us. But some of us are messy and some of us do real fucked up shit, and they expect, because you a friend or you known them a long time, for you to just be able to just sweep that under the rug or something, and we're not doing that. Excuse me, get out of here. Get out of here. Where is that? I don't know.
I love you, DJ. I love DJ, y'all. He love me so
I'm
much.
like this. I'm like, he coming up to see you on screen.
I love you, DJ.
I gotta make him
Person.
a YouTube channel or something.
Please.
That's
Look,
my son. Where's dad?
huh?
Where's dad?
Okay. I honestly don't know. I think that um
what are you doing? Because you ain't concentrating. What's
no, I
got
am. I'm staring at my candles, processing what I'm trying to say.
okay.
I think that, because I'm trying to say it in a better way, I think that you should give us a little bit of what you went through, because today's purpose is, how can we not let different things affect our energy and our moods? So I think you should let the people know a little bit about, just not too many details, you know what I'm saying, but just a little bit about what you went through and what you feel like you could have done better not to let that even bother you. Because this might be a word for somebody. Because I think a lot of people go through a lot of different things with friends and associates, and you might help somebody today. So tell us about the situation.
So, you know, friends is always girls a group. I was friends with a girl. She introduced me to her friend that she's been known quite a long time. And, you know, we both hung with each other accordingly. I had to stop hanging with the one particular friend that I knew first because she moved different. So I called myself putting her on like a, you know, long handle spoon in her, like fucking with her the way I fucked with her.
Right.
You know, and I thought that's what I was doing. But she looked at it as me trying to steal her friend or be more friends with her friend. But I have more in common with this person, or I thought I did, or I was, you know, operating on the same shit as she was. So I'm like, you know, it ain't that big of a deal.
Right.
I never acted funny though. I just chose not to deal with her as much no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She took that all out of context or whatever. I don't know. Her, you know, somebody ended up telling me something that was said, and I called to check into the facts. Like, well, I called the friend that we both now mutual friends with. I didn't get a response or anything like that. So that point let me right there. It let me know everything that I needed to know, because you're not talking to me. Like, I ain't done did shit to you. You know what I'm saying? But then it goes back to the friend feeling like I'm trying to steal her friend, so she gonna go tell her all of the stuff. But it's never been a messy thing, and that's why I want to clear the air, because I want to what was said. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously somebody lying on me because you just was fucking with me last week. Now this week, you know what I'm saying? It's a different story. But I didn't think too much of it, because if you don't answer your phone, Risha, you don't answer your phone. Like, I'll talk to you tomorrow or the next day. But at the 2 days,
Busy.
yeah, at the 3 days, I'm like, oh, this the second call me when you're not busy and a bitch don't want to communicate. I'm done. Like, but it had messed up my aura so much because I was invested in both friendships, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. You have one friend, I feel open
But
that
I want to clear the air.
I want to clear the air. So I feel like I can openly discuss you to your friend, because that's both of our friends, right? It's never a messy situation. But if it gets to going back and forth, like I'm just deliberately trying to sabotage our relationship, that's not even me. Like, I don't even care about bitches that much. Like, but you know, that just goes to show you get different behaviors from different people. And I'm learning how to be a one-faced person. I'm learning how to be myself with everybody. And when a person don't like me or stop liking me for something that I feel like we could have cleared up or could have got over, that's my cue. You know what I'm saying? Because people be waiting. You be your unauthentic self, and people be waiting on you waiting on something to use against you because they just can't take it. And that's how I have to look at it. So at the end of the day, I was really burning. I was burning up inside. Like, I was so mad. I wanted to fight, all of the crazy stuff. Not really fight, but I was mad.
Yeah, you know,
but I had to get over it, because if a bitch ain't come to me and say, let's air it out, let's talk about it, then I know I have to move forward.
Because nobody likes to be accused of anything. And I think we all get upset that we don't get a chance to say our piece about a situation or our part, but that's something that we gotta be okay with. Like, sometimes our part not even needed. You don't know the reason why this created this issue. You know what I'm saying? Because God be really saving us from people, which I'm not accusing these people of being jealousy or whatever, but sometimes that be the case. You know what I'm saying? Because if you could say that I did something to you, or you going around telling everybody I did something to you, but you can't come and tell me what I did, then it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I give you that open door policy, like, you know, let me know. Like, I'm not, you know, a stranger to communication or having just a discussion about what we can do differently in this friendship. So if they feel like they can't, you know, sometimes that's just a reflection on them. They have nothing to say. They be trying to push you out and make it seem like you the real bad person, but sometimes it just be because you like you said. So,
and I had to learn that, like, I got friends of different calibers, different ages, and everything. I asked my one real friend since I've been in Saginaw, like, you know, you're 40 plus, I'm 29, you know, even when we argue, you know, how is it me? And she like, no, you are just you. And a bitch that's never happy with herself or her situation is never gonna like you. No matter how fake they be towards you in the beginning, like, they're never gonna truly like you because they are unhappy with themselves. And I had to accept that, because as much as I'm not even a bitch that wanna stunt or be seen all the time, like, people still don't like the energy or the presence that you bring, how you okay with yourself, how you bounce back, you know what I'm saying, how free you are, how open you are. Because if a person really appreciated that, if you do something to them at any time, they are able to come to you and say, hey, you offended me. Hey, you hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that's how we get to talking about friendships, like, can break your heart. Like, that really had disturbed my peace to the point where I can't wait to show y'all in a couple months what it's like when I'm not a balanced person. Literally.
And like, I really wish that we had time this week for me able to edit the videos and just put a little snippet of how Mimi was going off. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, Mimi.
My hair wasn't done either, so I was looking like a real troll doll, just round up like this, and I just kept saying, "You bitches, you bitches, you bitches!" Like, okay.
She was really upset, y'all.
I have grown, okay, y'all. And if you ever come around me and the ugly side is out, just say a prayer for me because something ain't right, okay? Something is not right. Something ain't right. But I had to learn.
Somebody provoked her.
Somebody did it. Somebody did it. But you know, I'm learning. I'm grateful for everything that I've been through because it lead me to, like, I'm walking in my purpose now. I was so lost, so confused, didn't know what it was. I'm walking in my purpose now, and if anybody shake or fall off from with me, they wasn't supposed to go to where I'm going. Right. And I want to say my crew, let's go to the top so bad, but everybody ain't gonna be my crew. Everybody ain't gonna be my crew, and I'm okay with that now.
Yeah. So what do you feel like you could do differently? Like, if this situation ever occurred again, like, what do you feel like you can do differently?
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut my mouth.
Listen a little bit more than you talk.
Just peep the situation and play it for how it is. And I thought that's what I was doing, but I was just too comfortable even just, you know, it's a thin line between talking about, discussing, and then being negative, nasty, and straight just, you know, gossiping about somebody.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna shut up. I'm gonna just shut up. I'm gonna shut up because I'm gonna just shut up.
Yeah, I think that's the best policy, just to be silent.
Just to be silent. Sometimes my husband, we so opposite. I'm me and he is silent. So I gotta be more like him now. It's the reason why we together. It's the reason why he don't never had no bullshit going on. It's the reason why he always peep what's going on before I do, is because I'm always fucking talking. I don't be silent enough. So I'm gonna shut up.
I think I learned that a long time ago. I think I listen a little bit more than I talk now. Because I mean, I hate that. Like, I don't want to get no words crossed, no situations crossed. And I think that people like to play on that kind of stuff. Like, people like to hear your words and cross your shit and take it back and be like, well, you know, and it don't even be like that. Like, ma'am, like, it wasn't nothing like that at all. Like, I want to know why is girl so messy? Why do we be so messy, y'all? And I'm not going to say girls. I'm going to say us, because I think women in general have all had a messy point in their life. And we all got that little mess where
because let me just tell you something. We are products of our environments, and you got to kind of look at everybody that you be around, the shit that be going on. Like, Risha, if you fell in love with somebody today, and but you just broke up, you know what I'm saying, Lanisha, I'm gonna be happy for you, but we gonna still have our relationship with Lanisha. I'm never gonna be around another bitch and let Lanisha be around this bitch like she all in love with her, and I don't say nothing to you, or I don't check Lanisha like, oh, hold on, you can't, like, yeah, you know, even though, you know what I'm saying, I'm not hating, but it's messy if I just sit back and don't say nothing and just let it all play out. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be real to you if I would be like, hold on, Lanisha, you know, this is our cousin, you know, or something. Like, I'm not gonna just let that happen like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And it's a thin line between being messy and then not having loyalty towards nobody. Like, you gotta stand on something where you be like, no, that's off limits. That's my people, like, no. You know what I'm saying? You can't just sit back and let it happen and be like, well, I'm just gonna let them just figure it out themselves. That's not loyalty. And then, you know what I'm saying? And if you say something, but you don't want the person to go back and say nothing, that's when the mess gets in.
You just addressing the situation, because if that was a situation that ever occurred, maybe I did something where I didn't take her feelings in consideration and vice versa. Maybe she's doing something that she didn't take my feelings in consideration, because when it comes to breakups and stuff like that, that shit is hard sometimes. And any little thing can add to you know, the process of you trying to get over a breakup, like every little thing agitates you. So I can understand and I don't think it's about loyalty. I think it's just about you, you just reminding people of that line of respect for
Right.
another person's feelings. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a lot of time. That's a lot of things that we don't do. We do not. We don't take anybody's feelings in consideration. Like, especially like I said, once again, taking some accountability. If you do something to somebody, how can we respond?
How would you feel about it if it was that the shoe was on the other foot? But
Yeah.
then you kind of got to watch also how people treat other people. If a person been friends for 40 years and they dog them behind to everybody, you
More than
come in,
likely they're gonna dog you.
more than likely they're doing that to you. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't talk about everybody. You ask me something and I'm gonna tell you like I'm dealing with this person accordingly, but I'm not ever gonna say like that's just not my friend. I don't fuck with that bitch like at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with them. You gonna always hear me say I'm gonna fuck with them accordingly. I'm learning either they not my friend or I'm just fucking with them accordingly. Like, but a bitch that I ain't never did shit to that didn't care to clear the air or something like that, then you know that you just that ain't your friend. Like, people be waiting on just a reason to call you messy. Some situations only be messy because a person just choose to go back and play both sides. Like, you can't
Yeah.
play both sides. Like, okay, we talking about the shit, we talking about it, but you can't go back. Mimi was talking to. No, bitch. We all said something like as a
We're all
collective,
conversing.
and we all converted. And then that's where I come in. Let's clear the air. A person whose hands is just as dirty is not gonna want to clear the air because more shit comes out into the open, right?
Exactly.
So that's another thing. People are messy because they done did so much shit that they can't clear the air because the air's so motherfucking thick, so foggy. It's like a motherfucking oil
You
spill.
can cut
Like,
it with a knife.
you can't even see it. It's just off.
And I think that's another thing too. Like, I don't think that if we are friends, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if it's three friends of us and me and one of my friends is talking about the third friend, I feel like we should be able to talk about it, but in a positive light, because we're getting ready to take it to our third friend and let her know how we feel about it. It's not
Eventually,
about
it's coming
talking
out to the
about it.
bitch. It's not just
Yeah.
a talk about, like, to be talking about. Like, come on. That's me. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, bitch, I can say what I said, bitch. I said it to you. And that's why you didn't like me, because I said it to you. And so I said it to your friend and she said it to you. So now I'm messy and I don't want, okay, whatever. But again, like I said, I'm learning to be one face. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning to have one face around everybody. I'm going to be Mimi. I'm going to be the loud one. I'm going to be the one that's going to
I
tell
hate
you what it is. We're going to have some
about
great laughs. And I'm gonna be Mimi. Like, I'm learning to be a better version of me. I always been a good person. Like, I'm learning, I'm coming into that. And I think that's why this show is so important to me. I'm sorry, y'all, we missed the week, but like, this show is important, and I want everybody to come on here and listen because somebody did do something to somebody. We all are equal. We human. We mess up. We feel. We have free will to do stuff. So if you do something to somebody, learn what you did and fix it. Don't just be a stubborn person. Don't be stuck in your ways. That's where our parents and stuff are, how they are now, because they're stuck in their ways. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be like them. So let's change our ways. Let's recognize fucked up behaviors and be better, because nobody don't want to be a negative person. Don't nobody want to have one friend, but then they talk around about all the friends. Like, that's negative energy. Don't be a negative Nancy or Peter or negative whoever the fuck you are.
I think that we should take this time. If anybody's listening and anybody feel like they did anything to a friend, a family member, whatever, I think y'all should take this time out to write us an anonymous letter so you can apologize to them. If you feel like you can't handle it face to face and talk to them, write us a letter, give us their social media, and we'll send it for you. Like, we want to be the peace messenger. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to write a letter, we'll read it word for word, send it to us, and we'll tell them. And we want to know, after y'all have apologized to each other, did it help? Did by reaching out, doing that one thing, one gesture, where did y'all friendship lead from there? Like, was y'all able to pick it back up? Like, because sometimes that's all it takes is an apology.
It's an apology. See, and that's another thing. Like, I got a cousin who was friends with a girl for years. Like, we are really low-key all family. And when my cousin got married or was getting married, her friend just kind of disappeared on her. And I asked my cousin, like, well, what did you do to her? Like, what would be her reasoning for just leaving you, you know, this your kid, god mom, like, you know, why did she just not show up? Like, what really happened? Let's talk about it. She like, I can't tell you what I did because I even wrote her a long message and she just didn't say nothing back. Like, I understand when it's your turn to just shake a person, you feel like this person bring you down. I get that, but you do owe, sometimes you gotta owe a person explanation. You have to clear the air, or it's just gonna be this lingering heartbreak of what could have been. You know what I'm saying? We all don't like what could have, you know what I'm saying? When we break up with a person, we hate moving on because we got so much what could have been with this person in this, you know what I'm saying? Or vice versa, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to ending something, if you ending something for good, you give a reason because you don't ever want it to come back up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Or
it's
you don't
weird
want to give
that
room.
women can be like that and men are not. Y'all need to take that from some men are not like that. Men, they fuck the same bitches and they bros. Us, we gotta fight, we airing out bitches' business, all of this weird shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like that. What is about that when you stop being friends with somebody and y'all and sometimes I'm a firm believer in that too. I feel like we should have a clear cut conversation about why are we not friends or why are we not on the same page. Sometimes things just happen to where it's no communication needed. You know what I'm saying? I have had friends that I'm no longer friends with, and I can speak from my experience, one situation to where I don't even want no more conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have really did some things that you just really, whatever you is no conversation needed between us.
Okay.
No love lost. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everything you did for me. And I tell a lot of people that, and people here probably will know who I'm speaking of. And I tell them a lot, like, this person taught me a lot, but their character was terrible. You know what I'm saying? But we don't need to have a conversation. Then there's other things to where I have friends that we haven't had a conversation about anything. And I think that as the time moves on, I think that we get to thinking about so much because people, when people notice that you friends, they like to keep a mess and drama. You know what I'm saying? And people show you stuff and show them stuff, vice versa. So when we don't have this communication, it gives it room for you to make it up to a whole scenario. So now they feeling some kind of way, I'm feeling some kind of way. We don't even know the truth of behind of how we truly feel because now we so fueled with anger from the things that we just seen or we done heard.
Yeah.
Or we could just have a conversation and it can be done.
Yeah, I really mean like meditating. Like, meditating is a real thing. That's when you have to meditate. You gotta kind of like, you gotta ask, like, listen, is it even worth my time? Is it worth my time? Do I need to give it? And you will get the answer. If you hear that clear no, it's clear no. It's not meant to be anything more. And if it is, it'll be. But when you stop talking to somebody and you cut them off, and you don't give them no explanation, they be mad. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They want to go spread rumors. They want to link up with your enemies and they want to talk about you and all of that stuff like that. We ain't doing all of that. I'm good on all of that, okay?
Yeah, me too.
So if you cut me off and I'm not meant to be in your life and you're not meant to be in my life, we gonna be done. We don't even gotta see each other at the grocery store. I'm gonna smile and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a funny acting person at all. If you want, when your time comes and you want to clear the air, I'm here for it. But my time, the way I operate is I am an empath. I feel things differently and I hate fake shit. It burns me up. It takes me out of character. I will show you guys that video. And you gotta edit it down to the first 5 minutes though, Risha, because I was
it was really a lot. Like Mimi was going like
I was not even the same person. My hair was I'm bald headed. She was pressing my hair. I was
not bald head.
I'm
She
not
has
no
a
more.
very healthy length.
I'm not no more. That's what we was talking about today. That's what this was about today, was because people can get you off your square, and we never want people to get you off your square. We don't want nobody to take you out of character. Be your unauthentic self. Be true to yourself. If you know you fake if you can't say it again. My mama always told me, don't do something you ashamed of doing. If you can't do it around everybody, then you shouldn't be doing it. And I ain't saying that go for everything, but I'm just saying, the gist of the situation is don't do it if you're ashamed of it.
Yeah.
You know?
I can agree. You got the cards? You feel
I
a
do
reach?
got the cards. What's our time limit? Because you ain't said nothing. It's been an hour and a half. I'm knowing.
No, it's not. We really got 3 minutes to 3:30. But I mean, okay. I feel like we can do a reading today. I feel like you should. I feel like you should ask the spirit. Is it a message that anybody needs to hear today? Like I feel like
This card flipped out, so you asked Spirit, and Spirit gave that card when you
Okay.
said message. So that's one, and we'll ask Spirit for another, and we got three.
We got three.
We got three, and
All
we
right.
got three.
I need to order my cards so I can be following with you, so I can be reading and understanding too.
No, I got you a deck. If you come to my home, you can get it.
You ain't got to be shady like that. I just apologized to you and told you why I wasn't coming. Nikki really trying to be shady, y'all. She wanted me to come up to Saginaw today, and I wanted to as well. But after you be working all through the week, my grandma be mad at me. First of all, my grandma.
Pause. Wait, let me just don't talk because we got two blue cards, and the blue cards is the throat chakras. And if that's not a message, but
This is talking about throat chakras, y'all, right or wrong. Now, if y'all don't believe none of this, y'all gonna believe now. Because we just was talking about throats and y'all just watched me.
And one green chakra for the heart.
Oh, wow.
It's on your heart and it's blocking your throat, meditate on it.
Wow, that's crazy. That's absolutely.
And y'all can't see, but I literally just shuffled the cards and I pray over them, they prayed over, and I just shuffled. I don't do all of that. I don't know. This is a new journey for me, y'all, but bear with me as we learn together because we have Quest was the first card that flipped out, and then it was Quest, Impatience, and Perception.
Okay, so read Quest first.
Okay, I'm gonna do Quest first.
This is interesting.
Okay. It says, when I am somewhere else, my life will have meaning. This is the story. This is what Risha wanted y'all to hear the other week.
I love the stories, y'all. It gives me a better perspective of what the word means, how I can use it in my life, all of that. I love the stories.
Okay, it's Miss Patriot, the oldest woman in the town of Blue, decides she is ready to set out across the deadly swamp and walk the Navy Trail that no one has dared tread before. The wise youngster points out that the swamp has vanished and the path she seeks is already before her. Miss Patriot sees that her life is not elsewhere but is in the here and now, and Miss Patriot travels home. The Navy Trail stretches out before her. Inspiration. You may be on a quest that is unnecessary. Allow yourself the space for self-discovery. Personal inquiry. Is it time to take a risk? Where in my life do I need to walk my talk? Key ideas: being open to wisdom, imagine dangers, commitment to your path. Keywords: courage, journey, answers. Let me see. I got one more. Hold on. Navy, the Navy Trail. Navy combines the blue of communication with the darkness of the unknown, allowing us to discover the truth. There is bravery here and an ability to face the truth head on. So we were just talking about that. If you okay with your truth, you are brave. You ready for it. If you're not, you're gonna be scared. You ain't gonna know. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I'm picking up off of it. You know, allowing us to discover the truth. There's bravery here and the ability to face the truth head on. That's just what I'm gonna go. And then we got impatience. Let me go to impatience. If I don't take care of it, it will never happen. Eaton grows impatient, waiting for dawn, so he buys a used moon. Once it is in the sky, he steps back to see his handiwork. The moon will not stay in place unless he holds the cord. Sky God assures him that dawn will come when he lets go, but Eaton is fearful and grips onto the cord until he falls asleep and releases it. When he awakens, dawn has come, and the radiant light in the sky is blocked only by his used moon. No, that's the card. That's him. He was so impatient, waiting for dawn. He put up a moon to look and make it look the way it looked. And when he woke up, he couldn't do nothing because it was blocked. He blocked it, being impatient. Now is the time to make a rush. Now is not the time to make a rush decision. You have made your needs known. Now leave it alone. You may block something wonderful from coming to you if you are hasty. Personal inquiry. Am I jumping the gun? If I'm honest with myself, am I forcing something? Key ideas. Thinking, being exhausted by your efforts, success through patience. Keywords, unfolding, revelation, success. Don't rush nothing. It's gonna happen. If you right where you need to be, don't rush. Don't be impatient. You know what I'm saying? Like, just everything is gonna unfold. We all on a journey. We all on a quest. It's not the time to be impatient.
And don't
Okay?
force anything. When you figure out what's wrong, God is blocking it. Don't force it.
Meditate. It just wants you to meditate on your throat chakra. Everybody should do that. Okay, and this is the last one. I'm not rushing it, but I'm rushing it because I don't want to go over an hour and have y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna have a better timing schedule. But we get so caught up talking, like time just passes by.
Perception. Emerald offers a regal ability to see things differently and the chance of embracing transformation. There's an ability to attract wealth here if you have an open heart. I just want to see. A young princess wanders into her unattended garden. As she claws through the decaying undergrowth, she finds a brilliant emerald stone. The stone speaks and tells the princess to open an old wooden door. She enters a dark corridor and the door slams shut. Afraid, she moves forward until her hand falls upon another door. It opens to reveal the same garden she left behind, only now it is beautiful, filled with flowers, butterflies, and birds. It is magnificent and familiar. Often our journey brings us full circle, leaving us to wonder why things happen. Emerald Stone teaches us to follow through on whatever is before us. Going back is not an option. Personal inquiry. What in my life needs tending? How good will I allow myself to feel? Key ideas, transformation in the heart, change in perception, the unknown, promise of a richer experience. Keywords, beauty, open-heartedness, appreciation.
I kind of feel like perception kind of reads to me as far as how do we how can we change it as far as when people bother our energy, what is our perception of what's going on? We could change our perception of different things and not allow it to change our energy and mess up our day if we just have a better perception, like I really try to do different.
Going back is not an option. Once I realize how peaceful I am, the way that I am, nobody can knock me off that square again because I seen how ugly I get. I don't like that. It brings out the worst in me. So yes, you're right. How we perceive things sets the tone for everything. Thank you, Spirit, for the message.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this flip out at the end, miracle.
That's our solar plexus.
Okay, yeah, yellow. Bloopers.
Definitely a blooper, for sure.
Let's see the solar plexus. I just want to see what miracles say because I think that's good for us.
That's crazy. This is really crazy. Unrehearsed.
The brightest of all thoughts resides in the sun, in sun yellow, as natural radiance steams from pure integrity. Be honest and forthright no matter what. With the energy of the sun, a miracle awaits. You instinctively know what is authentic. Trust this.
Now, what really made you emotional right there? What are you feeling right now?
Joy.
Was that like a confirmation for you?
For me.
Yeah.
That was for me.
That was
I hope y'all take that. I hope it resonates with y'all. I hope y'all picked up on what the message was for today because if you live in your truth, you feel it. It's an instinct. It's in your gut. You don't gotta. Everything don't gotta be said. You don't gotta tell your truth every time. You feel it. You know what I'm saying? And so, whatever I've done, I know, and I can fix it. I will fix it. But if another person don't want to fix what they've done, that's their journey. I'm on my own journey.
Yeah.
My miracle is already here. It's mine.
Amen for that. Well, I
Thank
definitely hope
you.
you feel better about this situation.
I do already. I am. We are good over here.
Yeah.
Very good over here.
We're not gonna let stuff bother us.
No, not anymore. It can rattle us, but then we know how to bounce back.
Yeah.
We know how to bounce back. So I hope that everybody like that. I hope that y'all pick that up. I hope somebody received that message today.
Yeah.
Where we an hour to reach it?
Yeah. We gonna have to close out today, guys. If y'all have things, if y'all have some topics, y'all know we still doing Pandora's box. If y'all have some things that y'all need to have some advice about, y'all definitely DM us on Unrehearsed Chakras on Instagram.
Yes, or our personal pages. Y'all know us.
Yeah, yeah. Our
People that's watching know us. Like, come on, give us something to go off of so that we can knock Wendy Williams off her square and be sitting down talking real stuff, healing
you
people.
know what?
Shade, no shade, shade.
I'm sure we talking about no shade, and that's the second alarm, y'all, that we still going over. Okay, listen. When I post this, I am going to tag our Instagrams for our personal Instagram, our email,
Everything.
everything, so y'all can communicate with us. Once again, we apologize for the delay of our second episode, but as y'all can see, it's definitely was a purpose for it. All the messages that we have got from the spirits today definitely was for Mimi too, definitely for us as well. It's about your perception, not how to let things go. Mimi let everything go. I'm telling y'all gonna not even notice who she is because when we post this, but it's okay
It
though.
wasn't just because my hair wasn't done. I was
No, it
up
really wasn't.
in
It's
the
okay.
inside.
Yeah, it's hard. But I didn't even say nothing, y'all. I didn't judge her. I just let her go crazy because she needed to release that bad energy.
I did.
So,
And I'm
and
better
one
now.
thing y'all need to do, I know y'all probably be thinking that we crazy, but we like these candles because it really just changes your energy. Like one day I was so mad, I just lit my candles and I just took a deep breath and I felt better. Like so, y'all should definitely invest in y'all some candles, y'all favorite candles that y'all like.
Just like some candles, some sage. Get you a sage stick, y'all, for real.
Don't get the sage spray, y'all. It don't work.
That's what I brought to the shop. I think it did not have enough love and positivity in
Yeah,
it.
sage spray does not work, guys. Mimi brought the sage spray. It just set the tone for everything. I mean, it was almost like lighter fluid. It lit the match. The sage spray is lighter fluid, y'all. Do not get it. It lit the match.
Bye. We love y'all. Thank y'all.
All right. We
See
love
y'all next
y'all.
Sunday.